What's up, guys? We are back. I have one NBA player prop for you and one NFL player prop for you guys in today's video. Let's hop in, hopefully get some winners. I'm taking a look at these player props today over on prizepicks. So if you guys are not already on prizepicks and you guys want to join, you can do so with the link down in my description below and using promo code DOMG. You get your first deposit matched up to $100. So again, join prizepicks, use that link down there using promo code DOMG, and that get you guys a first time deposit match. But I'm gonna go ahead and just hop straight into today's video. But before we do so, check out the Dub Club, because the Dub Club is where you guys can get all of my entries that I make sent to you a couple different ways. There's a 2-day free trial link down my description below, and my prizepicks lifetime net winnings are up over $5,700. So that's how you guys know that I'm reputable. So if you guys want to join the Dub Club, if you don't know what it is a messaging service that sends all of my entries that I make to you a couple of different ways. So you guys get my plays for sites like prizepicks, underdog, parlay play, sleeper, and chalkboard for a bunch of different sports, but mainly the NBA and the NFL, and they get sent to you through the Dub Club app, email, Telegram, or Discord. So if you guys want to join, use that link down my description below. You can get that 2-day free trial right there. On top of that, if you just want to get in the Dub Club right now and get a discount, because it's going to be cheaper than it is if you waste that 2-day free trial. If you guys use that 2-day free trial up, it's going to be cheaper if you get in right now with just basketball player props. You guys can get $5 off of your first month right there if you guys are interested in the basketball player props. So 2 different offers right there. But also on top of that, we absolutely have cashed out the last 2 days. Winning day yesterday, you see right there, we've cashed out our sleeper protected play, cashed out some second half NBA prize picks. Have been killing the NBA second half for prize picks. We've been absolutely on fire with that. On top of that, also cashed out an underdog promo right there, which the other one hooked, unfortunately, but the one winning promo that UD put out yesterday, it was able to cash out there. But also the day before, man, we went up over 3 units. I mean, right there, you can see $50 to $150 right there. On top of that, some NFL wins right there. Also, we had a demon win right there in the NFL. Elijah Moore cashed in the first half after getting injured, or before getting injured. But on top of that, more second half winning prize picks plays right there. So we've been absolutely cashing out. If you guys want to join, use that link down in the description below for the Dub Club. And with that being said, though, let's just hop straight in, play responsibly at your own risk. Give me a follow on Twitter at DOMG Props. You guys can see some more free plays. Also, join the free Discord, man, because the free plays are also over in the free Discord. You guys can get some free plays in right there. If you guys want to join, again, the link is down there as well. But with that being said, let's just get in and get these player props. Let's get to what you guys have been waiting for. All right, let's start with the NFL category here. So in the NFL category, I'm going to head over to the receiving yards, and I'm going to scroll down until we find Mr. Jameson Williams, because I like Jameson Williams over 32.5 receiving yards here against Dallas. So this one's really, really interesting because he's coming off of 2 pretty good games. He's had 47 and 43 receiving yards in back-to-back games here, and now he faces Dallas. So Detroit is expected to lose this game, so they should be expecting to kind of play from behind in this one. So I'm gonna use the props.cash tool to find Jameson Williams here, and we're gonna go ahead and head over to Jameson Williams in the receiving yards. If you guys want to get this tool for yourself, you can use my link down in my description below and promo code DOMG and get you guys 25% off. But with that being said, Jameson Williams here, like I said, is over in back-to-back games. He's had 43 and 47 receiving yards, and he's only over this in 5 out of 11 games this year. He was suspended a little bit earlier in the year, but why I like this player prop so much is that he's been much more involved in the offense as of late, especially these last 2 games. So if you use this, if you take a look at the snap counts that the Lions have had here and Jameson Williams, you see right here, his snap count has gone up here. He's had 65%, 63%. He's had, 57%, 58%. And in the 4 games where he has had 40 or more snaps, week 11, week 12, week 15, and week 16, he has gone over his player prop here. He's gone over this in with 44, 51, 47, and 43 receiving yards. So with him seeing a lot more snaps lately, I expect him to see hopefully those 40 plus snaps as long as the Lions are able to have the ball. Because 2 of the games where he did not have 40 plus snaps, he still saw 57% and 58% of the snaps. Just the Lions did not have the ball as much. But Jameson Williams has been very good, and he's a good player as well because he's got that speed and a lot of yak ability, yards after the catch. But on top of that, like I said a little bit earlier, I think Detroit loses this game, especially according to the sports books. It's like a 6-point spread or something like that. So they should be playing from behind. And you take a look at the losing when the Lions have lost, he's over some 2 out of 4 of the games that the Lions lost. And the other 2 games here, he had, only 33 and 36 snaps. So it wasn't anything super crazy there. So I think, though, that Jameson Williams, much more involved in the offense, should be playing from behind. I think he's going to be a much better spot. You also take a look at Jared Goff and his pass attempts. His pass attempts go up when the Lions lose. I mean, just look at his pass attempts when the Lions have lost this year. 53, 44, 35, and 40. The one game he missed was against the Chicago Bears right there, which they were not down the entire game, I don't believe. So, I mean, this time it should be a lot different here with, Detroit probably playing from behind here against the Cowboys. So I'm looking at a lot of Jameson Williams there with him much more involved in the offense. I expect him to see plenty of targets. I like him as a player with his yak ability and the speed. And I think that 32.5 receiving yards is not too much for Jameson Williams. Hopefully he can get this one done. All right, now let's move on to the NBA in player prop number 2. This one has been my wagon that I've gone with quite a bit here, and especially in these free plays. Let's head over to the NBA first half because I like Bojan Bogdanovic over 13.5 first half PRA. I'm riding it until the wheels fall off. Here we go. He's averaged 13.6 in his last 5 games. The only game he missed right there was against Utah with only 5. This time around, he faces Toronto. Let's take a look at the matchup first off for Bogdanovic, and then we'll take a look at why I like this so much. So first off here, the matchup against Toronto is not anything crazy. I mean, you know, when it comes to points per game here, we'll take a look here. Toronto, they are kind of right in the middle of the pack when it comes to points per game. They're pretty good against rebounds, which I'm a little bit worried about, but not completely worried. They allow the 6th least amount of rebounds per game to opposing small forwards. When it comes to assists, though, they are still right in the middle of the pack, kind of right around where their points were. So it's a fine matchup for opposing small forwards. It's not anything super great. It's not anything super tough. So for Bogdanovic here, he's over this in 8 out of 12 games so far this year. And why the first half has so much value, not in just the NBA, but also the NFL, is that there are things like blowouts, which really impact the full game lines. And you just take a look here at his full game line compared to his first half. You can see 7 out of 12 and 50%. Then if you take a look at the first half, I mean, he goes up to 53%. And also, my point is that sportsbooks do not offer first half player prop lines, which means that these are prize picks made lines. They're not made by sportsbooks. And what they do is they just cut the full game line pretty much just in half. So that's why it's at 13.5. And that's why there's so much edge, because it doesn't factor in things like blowouts. You don't have to worry about a blowout in the first half. So that's kind of why I love first half player props as much as I do. But on top of that, let's take a look at Bogdanovic here. Look at his minutes here. The one game he missed right there in his last couple games was against Utah, where he only saw about 15 minutes. All these other games here, he's at 18 plus minutes. And when he plays 18 plus minutes, which he should hopefully be seeing today if it's just like every other game he's played, he's over this in 12 out of 14 games between these last 2 seasons when he sees those amount of minutes. His field goal attempts, by the way, are insane. I mean, he just has so much volume as a player for just being at 13.5 PRA. I mean, he's usually having about 9 or more field goal attempts, and usually 7 or more field goal attempts. So I think he's in a really, really good spot here. Let's take a look at games where he just had 7 or more field goal attempts in the first half, which he should hopefully have again in this one. He's over 75% between these last 2 seasons. He is such a high volume shooter, especially in the first half, that I'm absolutely in love with this player prop, and I've already cashed it out, I think, twice this year. It might be a little bit more than that. I might have played a little bit in the mix here as well. But I've taken Bogdanovic a ton this year, and also I took him last year as well. And it's just constantly cashed out for me between these last 2 seasons, man. And I love Bogdanovic, one of my favorite players to play here. But you can see right here he's also over in 2 of his last 3 games against Toronto, with 14 in the 2 latest ones, not the most recent one right there against Toronto, which he only saw about 15 minutes in this game, with 5 field goal attempts there, which he shot 1 for 5. So I mean, this time around, as long as he shoots, relatively well, I'm hoping he can grab some rebounds here, which I'm slightly worried about, I guess. Because, I mean, he just had last game with six first half rebounds. He didn't do anything with his points either. He had only 4 first half points last game, was able to grab 6 first half assists, 6 first half rebounds to cash that out, had 4 assists as well. He just did really good with the RA. So if he's not doing good with the points, he's going to grab some rebounds and assists. That's another thing about Bogdanovic. So I just love him absolutely as a player, and he's just constantly cashed out for me. So I'm hoping he can do it yet again here against Toronto. Just the same thing I've constantly been playing, and I'm playing it yet again here. As long as the matchup is not super tough, which is not going to be today, I'm going to play Bogdanovic. So this is a 1 unit entry for me today. I paired personally Jameson Williams over 32.5 receiving yards, and then I paired him with Bogdanovic over 13.5 first half PRA. But with that being said, that's pretty much going to do it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys hopefully in tomorrow's video. We are not done quite yet though, but again, make sure you guys join the Dub Club 2-day free trial, link down my description below. You also join the free Discord, and also give me a follow on Twitter at DOMG Props. But also I want to show you guys this tool right here. This right here is going to be the correlation tool. This is from Daily Grind. You guys can check it out with the link down my description below. But this tool is up 741.7 units since August 18th. And all it really does is it gives you an entry on PrizePicks. So for example, this is the best correlated play right now on the PrizePicks board. Actually, we'll try to find one for the Detroit game if they have one on the board here. So take a look at a Detroit game. There it is. Detroit Lions and the Cowboys as the correlated play for today. So you can see right here, Dak Prescott, if he goes over his passing yards, that's going to equate to Brandon Cooks getting some receiving yards, and also CeeDee Lamb getting some receiving yards. And if Jared Goff goes over his passing yards, that's going to equate to Amon-Ra St. Brown getting some targets. It just finds correlated plays like that all kind of flows together. And if this game is a high scoring game, that means both passing offenses are probably going to end up cooking. They're going to have a lot of pass attempts and things like that, and the ball will be getting spread around a little bit. So that's why the correlated plays are so good and why it's up so many units. So if you guys want to get it for yourself, use the link down my description below. You guys can use that promo link. You click on the DFS correlation right here, not the fancy bundle, the correlation right here. But yeah, this tool is definitely on the more expensive side. But if something that you guys can afford and something that you're interested in, you can do so with the link down in my description below, and it does help me out in the channel as well. But that's pretty much gonna do it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys hopefully in tomorrow's video. Best luck with your player props, and yeah, play responsibly, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Peace out. Thank you guys for watching. Best luck tonight.